the holidays are over. We have to get back to work. It is January 2024, and a lot of people have optimism when it comes to real estate in 2024. So today we're going to talk about the real estate market trends here in Phoenix, Arizona for January. What's up, everybody? Mark Cannon here. We're going over the January market trends. If you guys find value in these videos, like the videos, share it with your friends. Just trying to be a resource, trying to help people understand the real estate market here in Phoenix. But let's get right into it. I hope you enjoyed Christmas, New Year's, because we get into the new year and everybody's like, all right, starting fresh, got to get back to work. Here we go. Totally understand, right there with you. So I had all my family here, so it was nuts. But we're going to get right into it. So we're going to talk about January market trends. All right. So if you watched my last video, hopefully you have. If you haven't, go watch it. Where are we starting? So as always, it's with how many homes are on the market. So last month we were around 15,600, I believe. This month we're around 15,300. So we've gone down a little bit, not much. But again, holidays, you're not going to see a ton of movement when it comes to real estate because people don't want to move during Christmas and New Year's and all that stuff. So we should see it start picking up, hopefully, as we get more into the new year. And it's one of those that when we look at what is going to happen, like people are like, oh, well, we've come down a little bit. And again, if you want to track like what's going on week to week, check out my website. I do update those numbers every Monday, or I try to at least. And so it's one of those, I kind of give what's happening in those weeks. But it's one of those, when we look at what's going on, is a lot of people in December got really optimistic because they said, oh, wow, we had a drop. We were at, interest rates for conventional loans were at like 7.1, 7.3, and they went down to 6.6. Decent jump. And people said, here we go. They're going to start lowering interest rates. And it didn't really happen. It's kind of hovered. Right now, interest rates are sitting around 6.8%. And that's for a conventional loan. For FHA and VA, they've stayed about the same, about 6.1-ish. So sometimes they got down to 6. So they've stayed about the same. And that's what I kind of expect to happen for the next several months. And people are like, well, what do you mean? One of the things that people didn't think about was, okay, where do we stand when it comes to, inflation and all of those different things? And that's something we have to take into account. Because a lot of people said, oh, the Fed has pretty much announced they're going to lower interest rates. Yeah, they didn't say when, though. And that's the thing is, it's probably going to happen the middle to end of this year. Because let's just all be real, okay? We have an election here in 2024. I know we're all so excited to see all those commercials on TV and get all the mailers. I'm kidding, obviously. But it's one of those that, because it's an election year, they're probably going to start lowering interest rates to make it seem like everything's going better. And that doesn't matter what party it is. It always happens in an election year, right? They're always trying to make it look better. So it's one of those, I would expect the middle to end of this year, you're going to see interest rates start coming down and trying to spur people to feel like everything's going better. And listen, it's one of those that can be good and bad. Right now, they're saying they're not really looking to lower them and they're holding off because of where inflation came in December. So in December, inflation rose a little bit and everybody went, what? Because inflation was about 3.1%. And it went up to about 3.4%. And that's not good. Because remember, every month when you're seeing a positive number like that, that means it's increasing that amount. It's not that we're still staying the same. We're still increasing every month in how much stuff costs. And, 3%, it's higher than what they want. They want 2% or lower. That's the goal. So I'm hoping that they don't lower interest rates too soon. It doesn't seem like they are. It seems like they're going to kind of hold pat, to where we're going to see interest rates kind of hold for right now, probably for the next several months. And then if the inflation numbers start coming down, then you'll probably see them eventually start easing into lowering interest rates. So when it comes to buying, selling, all that stuff, listen, there is no perfect time. I always say that. You can't time the market. It's just not possible. But if you're thinking about buying or selling, let's have that conversation, right? Let's sit down, let's strategize what is the best timing for you, because it's one of those that I know lots of people are already planning to refinance, all those different things. There's lenders that are offering free refinancing, lots of stuff like that. So there's a lot of different factors we can talk about. So listen, if you're thinking about that, let's have a conversation. Reach out to me. My information's below. It's in the description. You can schedule a consultation with me. Let's just have a conversation. There's no commitment with that. It's just, let's talk about what's best for you. So reach out to me if you are interested. I appreciate you listening. You've been listening to The Real.